All right. Good morning and welcome to the Mindfulness Broadcast. So I wanted to talk this morning. If you've done much work with me, which I know many of you have, we've either done coaching or we've worked together in some facet, or you've been able to attend some of the Power of Intention or Essential Coaching or Becoming a Mindful Leader trainings. You've heard me talk about neuroscience, and you know that's kind of the lens that I like to do a lot of my coaching and organizational development work. And so I was just, I love podcasts, listening to podcasts, audiobooks, and I just made the trip from the middle of Oregon over to the coast of Oregon. So I had time to listen to podcast after podcast, which just, I love it. So I have lots of them that I listen to. One of them is Brooke Castillo's The Life Coach School. She's the woman who created the self-coaching model. I know many of you are familiar with that from the work that we've shared with all of you. And she was just talking about this idea about the power of the brain. And it just spurred me off, you know, how you kind of go off as you're driving sometimes and your mind does its thing. And I was listening to her, and this whole kind of culmination of thought came together, which is we have something so powerful and so unique between our ears. I mean, really, if you look at what we've done, good or bad, to the planet that is different than any other species, because we have this prefrontal cortex of ours. We have running water, we build homes, we build infrastructure, highways, we send things to the moon and to the, all sorts of places, and we do all these amazing things. And it's because we have brains, and particularly we have a part of our brain that makes us unique, and it's the prefrontal cortex. It's the CEO of the brain. It's where we're creative, it's where we problem solve, it's where we are self-aware, it's all of these amazing things that occur. And that frosting sits on some layers of cake, and the foundation of the cake is about survival of our species. It's about staying alive, survival. Very different than the operation of this part of our brain. It keeps us alive through safety, through quote unquote comfort, which is just habit. Safety and habit, that's us. So if we don't purposefully engage this part of our brain, which is the last part of our brain to engage when a threat or something new comes in, what is responding is autopilot. I want you to just pause and think about that. How many times you wake up and just go? We think the same thoughts, we do the same thing, we reconnect with the same identity, we reconnect with the same belief systems, we get our favorite cup from the shelf, we make our favorite hot beverage, we get on our favorite slippers, we do our things, right? We log on. I mean, if you kind of watch our routines, it is the same for most of us. And it is because we all have these lower parts of our brain that say, when we're in habit and when there's something predictable, we got this. This is good. This is good living, right? We call that the comfort zone. And it is amazing to be safe. There's a lot of people in our world right now that don't feel that way. But if we are in a place where we can kind of tame that lower part of our brain and say, okay, I got you. I know what you want. You want safety, and I appreciate that. We're alive on the planet because of you. Thank you. Lots of gratitude. Also, all the good stuff is on the other side of that. All the goal reaching, all the things that we want, that excitement or that adventure or that next phase of our career, or that next phase of who we are as a leader, or our next phase of who we are as a partner or a person or a parent or a financial advisor, or how we spend our money, or a single parent, or whatever it is on the other side of habit and safety and efficiency and all the things that our lower brain keeps us going on. And so we have this thing that helps us take that journey But we really have to train our brain to get there and to stay there and to be in relationship with the thing that lives between this amazing part of our brain and the safety region of our brain, which is our limbic system, which is where all the emotions, the critics, our own cheerleader, all those memories, those ingrained belief systems that were given to us before we really had a choice to choose those things, they live in between that. And so we have to build a relationship between the upper and the lower part of our brain, bridging that middle where we say, I know this is new for me. I know there's some fear. I feel the anxiety. I see you, and we're okay. We're safe. It's like a process of integrating all these places in the brain instead of seeing the fear and going, oh, I'm going to run back to the habits, to the safety zone. So training this, it's neuroplasticity, right? It's the ability to change our lives, change the external piece based on not changing the external world, but changing this, how we experience the external world. That's where our power lies. And we have the tool, we have the ability. Do we train it? How are you training the most powerful gift that you have? When you wake up in the morning or just get off work or take a break, that moment of pause before you begin autopilot, what do you do in that moment? It's just an invitation. Let's go ahead and close our eyes or take a soft gaze. You can adjust your camera, whatever allows you just to be present. There's no right or wrong way to hold your body, to have your eyes. It's just be here. Whatever allows you to do that. Find your breath in your body. Feel how it plays with your body, how your breath plays with your body. Feel the expansion and the collapse. Feel your shoulders, how they move. Just notice what is. And then we're going to play a little bit this morning with our posture. And you can adjust it to whatever works for your body and your situation. But a meditative posture is one that allows us to be present and aware. So there's kind of a relaxation and also attentiveness. And it's part of the training of our mind. It's part of the process to say we're doing something on purpose here. We're doing something perhaps a little challenging here. We're dropping out of autopilot. We're going to start that just physically. So if your legs are crossed, uncross your legs. If you can plant your feet on the floor solidly, do so. You might feel each toe. You might feel the heel, the outside of the foot, the inside of the foot. Making whatever adjustments you need to fit your beautiful body, wherever it is and however it is this morning. If you're standing, feel the groundedness. Try to balance that weight in your feet, between the heels, the outside of the foot, the inside of the foot. If you're sitting, find the balance in your bottom. It might help to rock back and forth or side to side. And whether it's from your feet or from your pelvis, bring energy up your spine. We're bringing an attentiveness, not a rigidity, an attentiveness up our spine. You might feel as you do that, the crown of your head lifts. If you find that your chin juts out, just tuck it in just a little. allowing almost like a straight straw feeling from our nose to our belly. Invite your shoulders just to drop back down, your shoulder blades onto your back, away from your ears, softening your belly, feeling your chest lift just a bit, softening the space between your eyebrows, softening your jaw. And there's a difference, I bet, in this body, in this posture, than there was while you were just listening, or where you were when you first started. This is a body that's saying, I'm present. I'm doing something on purpose. It engages our brain in a different way. It's paying attention. And we're going to use this closing just to be here for a moment in this posture. And the work here, the job, the challenge, if you will, is to just stay in your body, keeping your brain focused on your body. Noticing where discomfort arises. Noticing where there's ease. Noticing what starts to collapse or tighten and readjusting. And of course, because you're human, your mind will wander and it will go on to create issues, to fix existing issues, to spin around on existing issues or to ruminate about the past. And our only job is to notice it. And you might even say to your brain, return to body. So we're going to sit here quietly for a moment. Keeping your attention on your body, bringing your brain back when it wanders. If you hear that middle brain starting to criticize you, starting to say, oh, this is lame, or I'm lame, or I can't do this, or what a waste of time, that's that beautiful tension between the lower brain and the prefrontal cortex. You don't have to do anything with that, but notice it and then go back to your body. Let's take 2 big deep breaths in this space. Inhaling, notice your body and how it responds to that breath. And an exhale. Again, an inhale. And a long, slow exhale. Slowly opening your eyes, bringing your gaze back up, coming back together. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here, everyone. Go train that prefrontal cortex. Bye, everyone. Take care.